Alright. Okay. Okay. You're welcome. Much love. Okay. Okay, just misspaced. Okay, so you get shined. You get shined. And you get punished for acting as a shield. You may have just been late. So there's some squad. It looks like you were pretty. It looks like you reacted to it pretty cleanly. It doesn't look like there are any wasted frames. Gonna make sure that. Okay, yeah, 30 frames. Good to know. Hit shine. I mean, that's just kind of you losing the mix-up situation. Although, so if you hold shield here. If you hold shield here, then you would have been in position to punish this high dare he was about to do. So that's just one important thing in the matchup, like recognizing that when Falco has you under shine pressure like this, that you have to be really careful about how you use your out of shield options. And I think you were trying to nair here. If I had to guess, I would assume you were trying to nair here. But I assume he might have his execution earlier might have been messed up. Like he might have had poor execution earlier, just because you're trying to challenge him with a nair here. But he also may have been. It looks like you may have had frames to act with. But this is a situation that like that Swedish Delight and like Swedish Delight Muta King will definitely consider rolling out here. Actually, Muta King. If Muta King is in the situation, he just nairs. Like, I would assume he would nair most of the time. Just because Falco after his shine isn't, like just because of the way his jump squat works, Falco has to double shine or shine grab to beat out. You may have been late with your jump, I think. I feel like you may have been late with your jump just because shine pressure like this. Like shine pressure after Falco shines, unless he's shine grabbing or double shining, his pressure is pretty. There's some definite holes in it. So it's hard for me to tell because it's in 30 FPS, like whether the specifics of the situation. But I think just a recommendation is definitely remember you can roll out of shield pressure. Remember that rolling out of shield pressure is quite good. And until you can kind of like check what the Falco likes to do, like until you can get a solid read on what the Falco likes to do, rolling in any shield pressure situations definitely a solid option. Okay, you just messed up your execution there. Okay, good shit. Good shit. Okay, here. So an important thing to recognize with this situation is that if you short hop bear here, if you short hop bear this, if you short hop instead of full hop, you still get the hit, right? You still get the hit. You're still in a position to. But if you short hop here, then you're in a much better position to to escape Falco's like counter attack. And you're also in a position where you can keep on pressuring him with bear. But like if you look at the frame advantages of the situation, like Falco's active here, you still have to fall down. So of course Falco's gonna attack, short hop off the platform and attack into you. You tried. I feel like I can tell you tried to. So you tried to do another bear. Like you tried to do another bear, but it doesn't work because you full hopped with the first one. So definitely something to keep in mind when you're in this. Like when you're in this situation, bearing is really good, right? This is a perfect situation to bear him in, but you want a short hop bear here instead of full hop bear. Just because it puts you in full hopping puts you in position to get short hop aerialed by Falco. That's all it is. So you definitely want to consider short hopping here instead of full hopping. Like, I think that's like the main reason why you got hit here, because you tried to challenge him and put pressure on him as if this is a situation you're trying to challenge him in. In this situation, challenging him is very bad. Just because he's already he has frames on you. He has frame advantage on you. So trying to play defense and zone him out with an attack isn't going to be good here, just because he has frame advantage on you. And this situation is one where you should be using your movement to play defense. I think that's a big thing against Falco is using your movement to kind of get too close for him to laser and pressure him that way. But also escape these kind of situations. Okay, I like them there. Up smash was just a bit too early. Understandable. So here, again, you were trying to challenge him in a situation where he had the advantage. You're just not a good angle to challenge him in this range. And if you want to challenge him here, you want to challenge him with up air. But he has advantage on you. This is a situation where you should be playing defense, defending with your movement, so that you don't get into use your movement to escape the situation. Wave dash out of shield, wave dash forward out of shield, wave dash forward out of shield, so you can escape the situation. Because I think one trap you might be falling into is trying to attack Falco too much. Trying to challenge him in situations, try and challenge him, try and be offensive against him in situations where he should be defensive. It's just choosing when to play defense against Falco is a kind of hard to do, just because his lasers make you feel like you're always under pressure. But you can definitely it's in this matchup, it's really important to use your movement to play defense. Pretty much, most Sheik matchups that's really important. But I think it's really important to recognize that in all of Melee, in anything that's Melee related, you always have the ability to play defense with your movement, and you should be looking to play defense with your movement first. So play defense with your movement right here. Right here, because you're under Falco, you're under pressure just by Falco having this position on you. In this situation, you're already playing defense. So and when you're in this situation, you're already playing defense, not just because of the frame advantage, but also because of Falco's position above you. So to escape this pressure, you can you gotta move to get out of his threat range, instead of trying to fight him with a move. Okay, let's go. Oh, let's go. Get the flowchart. Oh no. In this situation, you should be. So in these situations where you're coming. So I guess your nair wasn't. I feel like this should be an F tilt. Honestly, I feel like this should be an F tilt. Definitely an F tilt or a down smash. Okay. Nair just shielded the high dare. Good shit. Oh, let's go. So this is another situation where you're in this is a defensive, this is a strong position for Falco, just he's directly above you, and he can like he's threatening down air right here, which he does immediately because he's in position to get down air. So if you're in this situation again, you got to play defense with your movement, and just dash forward to a position where you can threaten back air on him if he stays on the platform. Like you could short hop, right? Just like dash here to short hop, and then cover him staying on the platform with a back air, and like just react to him doing this down air from shield, like down air from the platform. Like it's all like what am I trying to say? Like so in this matchup, right? If you're able to get Falco to whiff a move, like if you're able to use your movement, if you're able to play defense with your movement and get to a position where he doesn't threaten you anymore, then you can like turn the situation over on him. Like that's a big part of this matchup. Like there's a great Kirby Kaze post on it. I think I have it on this doc. But definitely this doc is really worth reading. Wait, no, not this one. Where is it? I think I have it on my personal drive. Oh, come on now. Come on now. Okay, I guess it goes in the new library. So this doc I'm going to link is so good for understanding this matchup. Because, like, the important thing to recognize with Falco is that because he has his shield grab isn't really something you have to respect. His shineless shield's really small. His jump squat, like his 5-frame jump squat versus 3-frame jump squat. Like, Falco's a 5-frame jump squat, Fox has a 3-frame jump squat. So this means that like he's a bit, so his aerials are slower. He can't and you can't really just full jump out of pressure and don't get on top of you like Fox can. And in general, like he can't nair to shield really because it's just too slow. It's an 8-frame option for him versus a 6-frame option, like 6-frame option for Fox, and also 6-frame option for Sheik. This dog right here. This doc right here is amazing. It's really good to read through. I'll add you with it. So it's like in this, something that Kirby Kaze talks about in this doc is that it's a matchup of counter fighting. Sheik mainly plays around or in response to what Falco is doing for the most part. This is largely a test of counter fighting. Fighting him head on is extremely dangerous until you've staggered him and taken away his ability to laser safely. So in this situation, right, the best thing, like the reason why I'm saying dash forward to short hop is because it allows you to play around and in response to what Falco does. It allows you to play around Falco daring here with the backer of your own, with the sweet spot backer. It allows you to play around and it allows you to respond to Falco staying on the platform. And like, so like that's why you got to view this matchup. You got to view the matchup as you playing around Falco's offensive options to prevent situations like this from turning into like to turn into Falco pressuring you. I can tell you were trying to get out of the range by walking forward. That may have been a missed input. You may have been trying to dash. But against Falco, it's really important that your movement is really on point and use your movement to escape these situations before they turn into pressure situations. Oh, let's go. Miss shield drop bear. Okay, so here's the defensive situation. So this high bear that Falco does, you should not be rolling away from this bear. Or this high downer. So you're active right here. So this is a perfect opportunity to narrow the shield. Like what you should be looking out for when Falco's pressuring you is a high aerial. Especially a high downer, just because so many Falcos like to throw it out. Or like high bear on your shield. Like even high neutral air. Because if you catch, like you could have grabbed this. You could have literally grabbed this. You had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15 frames to punish Falco here. And like the thing you want to look out for, like the thing you're looking out for when you're being pressured by Falco, is the high downers, like high downers, high aerials, because you do have to respect him shining your shield, because that is like his shine pressure is very good. Like if there's a Falco shield pressure document. This Falco shield pressure document also really good. So jab, double jab, shine, wave shine into another shine, not too good, but most Falcos don't do that right anymore. Double shine you have to respect. You have to make sure that Falco, like if Falco likes to double shine, then you gotta respect it and wait until after the second shine. But this wave shine into another shine. So I think, and originally what Falco did the first time he shined you in this game, is he did hit you with a wave shine into another shine. And it's real. So that look, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 vulnerable frames. So if you read that Falco is going to wave shine into another shine, or or shine into a high aerial, then you can it's all about reading the Falco shield pressure options, because it's unless he's double shining or shine grabbing, pretty much every pressure option he has on shield is vulnerable in some way. Like there are enough frames in there for you to nair them. So it's really important to be paying close attention to the Falco shield pressure, and especially looking out for if they try to do these high dares like the Falco did here. So this should be nair. Another part of this matchup is that you need to create defensive situations that are favorable for you, like defensive situations that allow you to just straight up beat Falco's options. And that's why you see Swedish shield stop in this matchup so much, is that he uses it to catch Falco trying to pressure him. Like he uses it to catch Falco when Falco is doing a normal short hop aerial all the way to his max range, just like a normal short hop rising aerial, right? Because that allows him to because if he gets his spacing right, if the Falco gets his spacing right, then that kind of aerial allows him to pressure you, convert into shine, do aerial into shine real easily. But if you catch the Falco aerial high on shield like you did here, then it turns into a favorable situation for you, because you get a free neutral air, or in this case you could have gotten a free grab. So in neutral, you wanted to use your shield stop to create advantageous situations, just like this, where you're catching Falco doing an aggressive option in the way that you want. because you want to manipulate Falco into approaching you, and then and then punish him for approaching. Like it's like when you get lasered and you read that the Falco's going to come in with an aerial, and you just F ult him, and you just get a free opening. It's exactly like that. So you did not need to roll away here. This is a situation where rolling away is actually, I think, bad, just because you have a free punish right here, because the Falco did the dumb aerial high on shield, and you should be punishing those aerials high on, like the high on shield aerials, pretty much every time. Like pretty much every time you should be punishing them, no matter what. And like, so especially when you get an opening right here where you can grab him, you should really be taking advantage of that. Like, don't have too much fear of Falco, because Falco, I mean, Sheik is one of the best. Sheik has like one of the best shields in the game. She has an amazing reversal option there to shield. Her shield grab is really scary, just because like you can ground wobble them off of it. So a lot of players are going to be anytime you can catch like a Falco doing a dumb a dumb pressure option like this Falco does here, definitely pay close attention. And when you're in this situation, you got to recognize that Falco is going to try and pressure you. So like you can't really do a movement here. Like you could roll here actually, but like more often you're going to be shielding here. So just like an important thing to take note of, like if this situation pops up again, is that when Falco has you in an advantageous situation, he's pretty much always he's gonna be favoring this type of down air. So definitely something to pay attention to, just like how often Falcos like to do rising aerials on your shield, because that's one of your biggest. That's actually one of your biggest openings in this matchup. Like that's one of the biggest openings you can create, and like just in general, when you're playing defense, pay attention to like the spacing you're at. In general, like so that like if you're inside it, like if you're inside the spacing, you can nair to stuff their option. But if you're outside that spacing, you can run in shield to catch them doing a high aerial on shield. Or if you're in like at that range, you can run in shield to catch them doing a high aerial. But as with all Sheik matchups, as with all Sheik play, just like because we're playing Sheik the Space Master, really important to pay attention to what your opponent does at specific spacings and what kind of pressure they create. Just because it's really important for our character, for Sheik, to make full usage of her options for getting out of pressure. So I assume this was an autopilot dash attack. Rolling. So this isn't a terrible situation for you actually, because you have a background Falco right here. You have a background Falco right here, and you have a frame advantage on him. So you could be running up with shield to block the area, the downer high on shield, and then nair to shield or grab him for it. Like this is not necessarily a position where you have to be defensive against Falco and do an option like rolling out of his pressure, like rolling out of this position. Here's getting comboed. Oh no, go to ledge. Okay, good shit. Okay, let's go. Got tech chase. Gotta work on those tech chases. You did need to back up here. Definitely, like, big thing for the matchup, don't give Falco too much space. Take space away from him when you can. Like, this is a situation that Swedish would be really happy shield stopping into. Like, shield stop to right about here. When Falco gets a laser, you needle him. I'm not sure what this F-tilt is. F-tilt's not, remember not to F-tilt below like 24%, 26%. Just because it will knock down and won't be favorable for you. Like, it won't create a good situation for you. Like, if anything, like like F-tilting here is dangerous because it gets you into, it could potentially be CC'd. Like, so there's no reward, right? There's like more risk than there is reward by far with this F-tilt. Okay, and wave dash back. Yeah, if up tilt could have worked there. F tilt could have worked there, or up tilt could have worked there. But the F tilt got you into that defensive situation. Like, the reason why you got hit is pretty much the F tilt. Good above Falco, you get punished for it. I want to see you be more. I want to see you short hop more in these situations. Oh, that was a sick wave dash. Deduct the laser. This is a narrative shield. It's a narrative every day of the week. You can also back air in that situation, because back air will hit. Falco's tall enough for the back air to hit him. Like, Falco's tall enough that the back air will hit him standing up. So definitely an option to consider in the situation. Okay, good rollout. Yeah, I'm not a super fan of these preemptive F tilts. So the F tilt gets you in trouble again. You shield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think you could have You could have crouch cancel grab that. You could also crouch cancel down smash that, or ASTI down smash that. When you drop shield to jump out, you get punished for it. You may have been trying to nair out late. I want to see jumping over more lasers. I think that's a big thing I'm noticing. You don't shield stop to approach Falco. You don't use your short hop to go over lasers. In general, you don't really use your short hop aggressively at all. And your short hop barrels are actually like so good against Falco. Because if you approach him, if you approach him from this angle, above and to the side of him, you get a really strong, it's a really strong position because Falco doesn't have any options really that allow him to contest that space. Okay, I like the aerial there. You're kind of just getting boned by lasers here. Okay, well, let's look at that last sequence though. Okay, roll out. Start off there to pressure him. You're holding down here. Holding down, you act out of the hit stun, or you act out of the SDI down. You spot dodge. Spot dodge in the shine. I'm not super a fan of spot dodge against Falco just because he has so many lingering hitboxes. And like it still leaves you right next to him. Still he can react pretty much to spot dodge with the shine here. Which I'm pretty sure that's what he did. Okay, what happens here? You run up shield, drop it, drop shield again is what it looks like to me. This is a situation where you could short hop aerial, because the short hop goes over Falco's aerials. Like, short hop goes over Falco's aerials. It goes over Falco's aerials, and like in these kind of situations where Falco is in the corner, he doesn't have space to dash back laser with. Like if you had started your short hop like right here. Actually, I guess because Falco's facing away from you, so you don't really want to short hop into his up tilt, like his possible up tilt. But you could have like wave dash forward at least, because you're in Falco's short hop aerial range. So you could have wave dash forward and whiff punish his aerial. But as is, you caught a high dare on shield. You're active right about here. You're active right about here. You could have nared this. You could have nared this for sure. You know, like even with Falco behind you, it would have worked out. I think do you try to wave dash? So I think a problem with this thing is that you act late. You act late and shield pressure. Like you don't see the openings for them there when they come up, so you act late and they get punished for it. Okay, so we're trying to wave dash out of shield here, which is actually fine in this situation. Like it's totally fine to wave dash out of shield in this situation, but because you did it so late, it just turned out badly for you. Like, if you wave dash out of the situation, like wave dash forward, you get a possible dash stack on Falco. You'd also wave dash forward into aerial and get aerial set up on him, because he's again landing facing towards you, so you get this juicy angle on him where he can't, like from about this range, right? Where he can't really fight you if you're coming in from the air right here. He can't really fight you as well because he doesn't have, like, his up tilt's behind him. Nair's like doesn't really hit high. Fair is pretty much his only option if he's going air to air. He can upward angle F tilt as a possible option, but that's pretty bad. And he could up smash, but pretty much no Falco uses up smash in that situation. But I think the wave dash is late here. I think a really important thing for you to do is to focus on your defensive timings, and like in 20XX get a Falco CPU to do like high aerials on shield and the shine. Like high aerials on shield and the shine. Yeah, just like high aerials on shield and the shine. I think that's a big problem area for you in this set. Because like you don't see the opening to Nair until it's too late. Like you don't see the opening to Nair or wave dash out until it's too late. And I think that's where a lot of these openings are coming from. You're also not really comfortable approaching Falco when when you approach Falco in these sort of positions. You approach pretty much. You take space pretty much all at once. You don't take it incrementally. And like Falco, like when Falco. So actually, I'll go back to it. Go back to the spot. Like, yeah, this is fine. This is totally fine. Like, I guess I'm a fan of what you're doing here. I guess. Okay, trying to set up an aerial on him, but he just got the jump on you. I think a common theme I'm seeing in general from your play is that you like to when you take space, you'll approach all the way in, like you'll cross the entire stage, but then you'll always do some sort of move, like right about here. So like maybe consider like just taking this much stage, right, and like slowly inching towards Falco when he's on the platform, or like when you're like in this situation. Again, you throw out like you kind of flail a little bit with your moves, just a little bit. And I think just like running across the entire stage and doing an attack is something that is really just not too good, because like you should be when you're in your movement, you should be reacting to what the Falco does. And like I think the Falco, like a lot of the time the Falco sees you run forward and just like gets over you and just like reverse the stage on you. So again, this is you trying to challenge Falco when he gets above you with your Nair. So if we look at the situation, you should. So if you're using an aerial here, if you want an aerial Falco here, you should be using up air. Just because it's much more rewarding for you. It's more rewarding for you if you hit it, and it's just much more rewarding for you if you trade. Because if you trade Falco's down here at this position, he'll just knock you into the stage. You'll land normally. Again, a spot dodge. I'm not a huge fan of the spot dodge. Like I'm not a huge fan at all of spot dodging against spacies when they're shield pressuring you, just because it's so common for like they can react out of the shine. So Falco sees you spot dodge, and just wave dashes through you with another shine. So definitely be careful about overusing spot dodge. Like if you want to buffer something in a situation, I think you buffer roll. Because you were active right here. You had a few frames, like you could have rolled before Falco got his shine out. I think the main situation I want you to focus on is like changing the way you approach this situation. Like exactly this approach this exact situation. Like right here you should be dashing back. You should be dashing back to take control of center stage and also whiff punish this down air if he does it. Because you never want to be directly below Falco. And in general, like attacking into him from below is not really the best idea. It's just like a bad idea because downer has such good priority, such a good hitbox that it just fucks you up so many. Like it just in general it fucks you up. Like you can trade with up air. Like up air is pretty solid at like fighting Falco down air. But it's not like a situation. It's not a situation that you want to be like putting yourself into too often. So you could dash back here. You could wave dash back here. Like if you wave dash back, then you have like pretty much a pretty free whiff punish. Like if you have a pretty much free whiff punish on Falco coming down with the downer. So like, again, I just like to emphasize that it's really important to use your movement to escape situations. Like, movement should be your main form of defense against Falco. So that, like, in this situation, that would be using your movement, wave dash back, wave dash forward to get out of his threat range. And, like, using your movement to get inside his range so that you can short hop nair him. And, like, approach with not approach with a short hop nair, but, like, stuff his moves and laser with the short hop neutral air, and also like use your movement so that you can like set up aerials on him. Like set up aerials on him. Just set up some real good shit on him. Some homies are talking. I'm just gonna mute this. Open up a Facebook tab. Mute the conversation. All right. Okay. Anyways. Oh, this is a good opening, but you dropped it by jabbing. I assume that was a panic jab of some kinds. Yes, Falco gets above you, puts you in a shield pressure situation. You try and fight him. You're too aggressive out of the situation. You gotta move here. You gotta move here. If you want to be aggressive here, you gotta get out, dash away into outside of his range he's threatening right here, and just come over the top, like come above and get on top of him with a short hop aerial with like a back air here. And at this percent, you should be just looking for straight hits and like escaping Falco in these kind of situations is like generally your biggest openings for getting them. Spot dodge, not too good, I don't think. Not too good, I think. Just because, like, Falco, like, multi-shine is just such a good, option for beating spot dodge, and Falco's already spam it, like, all the time. Like, if a Falco could multi-shine you, they're probably going to multi-shine you. If they have the tech to multi-shine, they're probably, like, 99% going to multi-shine you. So, like, roll works for escaping shine pressure. Like I think roll works for escaping multi-shine. I'm pretty sure it works for escaping shine grab, because I think you're moving away. You move far enough away in the first 2 frames in this gap that you're not in shine range anymore. I'm pretty sure. Again, there's you running across the stage and doing an immediate attack. Okay. Okay, I'll watch the rest of the set. Actually, first I'm gonna need a snack. Be right back. Okay. Bye bye. Alright. I'm gonna watch the rest of the set, or I guess game 3. I'm still gonna pay close attention to defensive situations. Like situations where Falco has a positional advantage on you, so you're first on the defensive. I think, like, you have a habit of staying in those situations, like trying to, you have a habit of staying in those situations for too long. You're not moving out, like not using your movement soon enough. Like you stay in shield a lot when your Falco has a strong position on you. Like when Falco gets above you, it feels like you either, like you try and fight him like you try and fight Falco in those situations where he has the advantage too much. Like when he's above you, threatening a downer. Okay. Now we'll just go. You're fucking him up. You approach in the Falco's like strong area, like the position he controls with his up tilt. Good job grabbing the high aerial and shield, though. Definitely what you want to do. Even married, grab that. So there you just run into Falco. You try and jump away. You're just too disadvantaged frame-wise for that to work. Got a shield there. Shield or roll, I guess. Roll would be fine. I think you want to shield there. You try and catch a high aerial on shield. Oh, let's go. Is that your combo? Let's go. Let's go. Lord Blackout. The Loud. Okay, I like that way of handling the Falco threatening Dunner in that situation. Good nair. I'm not a big fan of the spot dodges still. It feels like you're just automatically spot dodging in this spot. Like, be really careful about autopiloting. Just autopiloting spot dodge in general. Like, it's not the one size fits all solution to situations. And it's really like spot dodge is only really like good against a character like Marth, where he has problems where he doesn't have really any hitboxes that stay out for a long time besides neutral air. So like you can spot dodge spam like kind of against Marth, like just like M2K. But against other characters that have long lasting hitboxes, like Falco does, it's just not a super good option. And like really what you want to do when you're under pressure by Falco is to roll out. And again, this is a situation where it looks like you're just like automatically spot dodging if you see him shine your shield. But like you should be thinking about like roll out instead, like roll in or roll out instead if you're gonna buffer something. You stash into his range and get punished for it. Oh, jeez. Work on your tech chases. Gotta nair that. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. You could have naired that, for sure. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Okay, I mean... yeah, I hope that helped. I think that was... I hope I helped you out with the defensive situations. Definitely something very relevant in the Falco matchup for all characters. So I guess things to take away. Use your movement to get out of situations as opposed to moves. Like don't when Falco is coming from above you, you should use your movement to get out. Or trade with up air. Short hop to get around his aerial hitboxes and to go over lasers. Don't autopilot spot dodge. Take space against Falco so that you have room to move back with. I guess. Also, like use run up shield. Run up shield is really good for baiting out Falco's aerials, and in general, like. What you're looking out for, the big opportunities you're looking out for when playing defense, is the high aerials on shield. Like those are, if Falco ever does those are your biggest opportunities to to turn the situation around on him. And it's something that applies to like all levels of play. Anything else? Anything else? Roll out of shield pressure more, I think. When Falco is able to get a good downer, good nair to shine on you, good downer to shine on you, like a late downer or nair to shine on you. Like roll out after the shine. I don't. And then also, wave dash. I want to see you wave dash that shield a lot more. Like use your shield to play defense against Falco aerial, and then wave dash his shield either way. Like wave dash out of shield if he doesn't do an aerial, and nair out of shield if he does like nair or no like wave dash back out of shield. Like wave dash back out of shield if he's coming towards you. I think I also want to see you fighting on the ground a little. I feel like you need to be more comfortable fighting on the ground against Falco. Anything else? Okay, I guess like recognizing when Falco has a positional advantage on you, and escaping those situations with your movement, and recognize when you have the ability to get a situational advantage on your own. Like when you have the opportunity to get above and in front of Falco, try and take it as much as possible and create situations where that happens. So a lot of times it's going to be through short hopping, like short hopping when you're outside his neutral, like outside his aerial range, or short hopping aggressively when you're at like next to him or like within your short hop aerial range of him. Be careful about overuse. Like nair is a really good solution. Like I think one thing I noticed is that you try to, when Falco gets above you, try to like contest that space with nair a lot of the time. But just be in general, be really careful about contesting Falco in situations where he has the advantage. And also don't be afraid to just stay in shield. Like don't be afraid to just stay in shield and wait for it opening. Looked like you were a little bit. Looked like you were a little bit unsure how to deal with lasers. Like you didn't really deal with lasers that well. So definitely get an Uncle Punch and grind out the laser. Get some laser practice in there. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think that's all I wanna say. So I hope this helped.